This is the Mount Olive Cemetery, and I'm glad to see we're not alone. I think there's some other folks out here looking at the memorial today. Managed to find some flags. Thought I'd put some flags out. If there's going to be a ceremony, I would imagine it would be tomorrow, but I'm going to have to work tomorrow, so. But that's the Sultana memorial there. And here we are at this Sultana Memorial. Now, there's a lot of discussion about that marble on top, and no one is quite sure why that was put there. One theory is it was to make it look a little more like a steamboat. I don't know. In memory of the men who were on the Sultana that was destroyed April 27th, 1865 by an explosion on the Mississippi River near Memphis, Tennessee. And then it shows men from the various states, 352 from Indiana, 125 from Kentucky, 243 from Michigan, 460 from Ohio, which is the largest number represented, and Tennessee at 365, Virginia 50, Missouri 2. Here we see some of the Tennessee regiments that were on there, including the 3rd Tennessee. Names from the 3rd Tennessee carry on the back. Including Keeble. And I found a few inexpensive flags at the local store, and I put a few flags out. Something I wanted to do for myself. So I'm always worried that people won't recognize occasions like this. The 160th anniversary is tomorrow. I won't be able to come here tomorrow. I hope others will come and be greeted by these humble little flags and maybe bring some more of their own. And we had one left here for the back, face the rear of the memorial. I was encouraged as I came up here. There were a couple of women out, and families of the survivors have come and had ceremonies here. So if they're unhappy with my little flags, they can take them down. Use them for something else. But I grew up in Memphis, not through my entire adolescence, but in my teenage years. So this was an event I was very aware of. and really didn't know there were that many East Tennessee connections to it. But obviously the 3rd Tennessee, the 2nd Tennessee had a lot of men aboard that ship that night when it exploded. Many were lost. So it's just a little something I wanted to do. Now this part of the video is a little more tricky. We are really just around the corner from the cemetery with the Sultana Memorial, Mount Olive Cemetery. But there's a memorial up here, and it has been raining in the last few days. And in my understanding, this is private land, so we'll be very respectful coming through here. But there was a cemetery here that existed at the time of the Civil War, and the family received notice that their son, who was also in the 3rd Tennessee, did not survive the Sultana disaster, and they put a cenotaph, basically a grave without his body, up here in this cemetery. So we'll go find it today. Okay, I really overshot it. Went up a little further than I needed to. But I have arrived. This is it. An old cemetery. Now on public property. And this marker is in memory of Spencer Harrison Williams, born in 1840, a consistent Christian, a loyal soldier, lost his life in the Sultana disaster, April 27th, 1865. Thank you for your service, Spencer Williams. And of course, his body, likely as not, if it was found, was not able to be returned home. His family would have received news of this disaster only a couple weeks after receiving news of Abraham Lincoln's assassination. Being a pro-Union family, that must have been very devastating for them. And I'm sure they had high hopes that the war was over. Even some letters from their son that he would soon be home. And because of the disaster there in the Mississippi River, he never made it home.